Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, whichever, if you're new or whatever. So today we're going to have a look at some spooky videos from Nuke's Top 5. This compilation's called Scary Videos That Will Scare the Heck Out of You. Heck? Heck. Okay then. Anyway. Yeah. I felt like doing a react to some spooky stuff. So, let's have a look.
Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where actual autopsies are often performed.
Leave the house.
One night, when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Okay, this house looks like it would be like in a horror movie. Like a horror movie that has to do with ghosts, specifically. Like a haunted house horror movie. Just from what I'm seeing, it looks like it would be good for a horror movie. Oh yeah, I just noticed by that door. Look at that shit. You know, when I see that, and if I lived in that house, for some reason that Eminem song, the beginning of that Eminem song that goes, "I'm gonna get my gun," comes to mind. Yeah. It's probably some weirdo. I don't know.
What in the actual hell?
Yeah, it's probably just some weird dude. Okay! That's kind of fucked.
There's literally...
Now, Hunter says that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having...
Oh yeah, just for context, like, I'm gonna be very skeptical on most of these. Like, this one, they could have done... There could have been multiple ways this could have been faked. Just letting you know. Y'all know.
Strangers standing on his doorstep.
I'm very skeptical on these types of videos.
But it's usually easily solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population.
Yeah.
Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Yeah. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But
yeah, if I saw that at my doorway, I'd immediately assume it's some, I don't know, crackhead or some suspicious person at my door. I wouldn't walk up to the door and open it. First, I'd go search for a weapon. And then I'd be yelling from the other side of the door to tell them to fuck off. I mean, that's me. That's just me, though. Like, and then if they start acting all belligerent or aggressive or whatever, I just tell them I'm armed. And if they don't fuck off, you're gonna need an ambulance. You're gonna need an ambulance. That's all. That's all I would say. I can't guarantee your safety. But you're gonna need an ambulance.
But I've been in that situation multiple times, and I just didn't think anything about it.
Or I'll just call the cops. I'll just actually call the cops. I don't know.
Exactly what he could have saw at his door that night. But it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that he has lived in the house for 2 years, but he has never experienced anything like this.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Who or what did he see at his door? Next up, a woman is recording.
You know, that person at that door kind of moved like in like how I would expect a ghost in a horror video game. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, Silent Hill PT, like, you know, the PT, the ghost kind of was twitchy like that. And like a lot of horror games that I see ghosts in, they're like twitchy like that.
Recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights. But when she reviews her clip, she notices that she accidentally caught something that is downright creepy.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking weird. Oh.
Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool, passing right through the woman's daughter. So are these figures just a trick of the light? Or did these people capture real evidence of the supernatural?
Again, it could be video editing. I don't know. Like, I'd need proof because, like, I remember in one Nuke's top 5, I just said it's weird because one clip I saw where it was like a porch camera, apparently, which I've seen and looked into. That one I thought was weird because they saw some like weird creature walking by the porch, but the reason why I said that one was weird is it was already proven that it was not tampered with because it was just on like it was just a security cam footage that was saved on a cloud for that person's home, and they just showed it from the security website on the cloud. Like they re-watched it on like the cloud or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, if it's like something where it's proven that it hasn't been tampered with, I'd be more willing to believe that's a thing, but there's no proof. I forgot what that video was called. I just remember it was like a porch security camera, and all of the security footage goes directly to that person's cloud on a security website. I forgot what that video was called, but yeah. I sometimes look into these,
Nuke's top 5 viewer
just so you know.
Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly bizarre.
Okay. Okay, I see a little shadow.
Some little figure that seems to be walking on 2 legs moves under the stairs. Then, as a woman...
Okay, so what you need to do is walk up to it and kick it. And then run. Run for your life, because what the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Just kick it.
Seems to press its...
You know, like in South Park, kick the baby! Don't kick the goddamn baby! And kick the baby. They stopped doing that joke, didn't they? Because that was old South Park, like early.
The little figure quickly crawls between the steps and disappears out of sight. Weirdly, whatever this is almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe. Now, Jose believes that the security cam caught a duende, a mischievous creature from...
Not the duende. I'm sorry, I watched this streamer that plays Voices of the Void in like old I think it was either Signal Simulator or early Voices of the Void, and he kept saying like the people in the stream kept saying it must be the duende messing with them. I forgot what that streamer's name was. Was it Joel? Like Joel? I think that's what it was. I mean, that's how I got into Voices of the Void, FYI.
Spanish and Latin American folklore that
I know I don't play it on camera, really.
Or leprechaun. But let me know what you think.
No, bro, it's the duende.
Through the eyes of a child. A young woman named Kyla says that she once saw a ghost when she was only 3 years old. Her aunt is filming her at the table when suddenly this happens.
Look, the apple.
Apple?
Don't come in here. Okay, stay in there. Stay in there in the living room. But come in here. Okay?
Motherfuckers, I said don't come in here. I said you go back in your room and stay in there. Who let you out? Who let you out, huh? That's like the vibe I'm getting.
I won't let you anymore. I'm just gonna get.
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Who you talking to?
I don't want to. No.
Okay, so there are theories that like children could see are more sensitive to ghost and paranormal shit, which is why sometimes they could see ghosts, and when like an adult can't or something like that. Me personally, my belief is the kid's a kid. They just have an overactive imagination. Me personally, that's like unless I see like that's going on, I'm all, you're imagining that, and then I see like stuff flying around with no explanation, just like something lifts off the ground after I tell them it's their imagination, and like gets thrown at me. That's when I'll start believing in that. Like, again, I have to see something freaky like that firsthand, like something unexplainable. But this, I'm just gonna assume it's the kid's overactive imagination.
Huh?
I don't like that one.
Well, who? You don't like who? What, baby? Like what?
Okay, guys.
It's now 15 years later and Kyla is 18. She says she has very little memory of this specific incident.
So basically, me and my aunt, I was at my aunt's house. My grandma lived down the street, and I guess my mom was at work. We were just eating potato soup, and I guess I saw something or someone
Oh shit, potato soup sounds bomb.
on the stairs, and I was like,
I like
"Don't
eating
you come in
potatoes.
here." And they just kept getting closer to me, and you could
Preferably
see that
the
I'm
mashed
looking that way.
type of potato.
And I'm just like, you know,
Mashed
they're
potatoes.
coming at me, and I'm like, get away.
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Now we go to Wichita, Kansas, where Nuke's Top 5 viewer Dallas Clark says that she's worried that her home might be haunted after her Ring camera captures a very strange conversation. You see, her young son seems to be having an argument with someone, but the problem is he's in his room all alone.
Okay, again, if this is the only thing in the footage, I again think it's just a child with an overactive imagination. Probably imaginary friends they create in their head, because judging by the age, kids are fucking nuts at that age.
Won't talk. You don't talk to me. Wait, ghost man. Ghost man, ghost man. Ghost man, you say yes. Your eyes stupid. You don't like you anywhere. Yeah. You want to talk to me, ghost? Uh-huh. You want to talk? You want to talk, ghost? You want to talk to me? I'm gonna be.
I kind of find it hilarious that that kid literally told the ghost it's gonna fuck them up. Like, Jesus Christ.
You up. Cause if you don't be quiet now, I'll go. Whoa, ghost.
The toddler seems to be speaking to an invisible entity that he has named, quote, Ghostman. The boy even goes so far as to threaten to beat up Ghostman.
I'm gonna beat you up. Cause if you don't be quiet.
Yeah, I think it's just in his imagination.
The little boy even yells for the ghost to leave.
I'll go. Whoa, ghost.
Dallas says that her son still speaks to, quote, Ghostman, and that she has captured other spooky disturbances all around her home. Another family in Houston, Texas has a similar strange experience with their 1-year-old daughter. One evening, Tiffany Matthews notices that her little girl is looking at something in their kitchen, and that's when things...
Okay, is all of this just going to be kids with overactive imagination? I'm just saying.
...get really weird.
Y'all, I don't know who she playing with, but it's an invisible person, and they're tickling her.
Your daughter's got imaginary friends, that's all. It's not always like paranormal. Sometimes it's just kids with wild imaginations, because what goes on in their little brains are they're basically little psychopaths. They can't create like shit like imaginary friends. Just saying.
Stop. And I pray so much, it can't be no bad spirit in here. I pray so much.
Your kid just has an imagination, lady.
You play with your granny? You play with your granny? You play with your granny?
She is really interacting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Little 1-year-old Trinity can be seen happily...
Okay, it's a 1-year-old. Yeah, for sure they're just they just imagine shit or something. Again, a lot of times these are just whenever they claim, oh, my kid's being haunted by a ghost. No, they just have an overactive imagination. They create imaginary friends, which explains why only they could see it. It's not ghost shit or paranormal or anything. It's just that.
Reacting to something her family just can't see. The child's mother believes that whatever this is can't be anything malicious. She thinks that her daughter is probably playing with the loving spirit of her grandmother. So do you think this is all just a child's overactive imagination?
Yes.
Or just what are these young children seeing? You decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Ghost hunts gone wrong. In this next video,
I always wanted to go look into like a place that's supposedly haunted, but you know.
Ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe.
Okay. Pretty spooky. Okay, that's when you leave.
On the wardrobe burst outward, sending sharp shards of glass flying towards Alex. Barely.
Okay, so here's the thing, like, that would scare the shit out of me. Not gonna lie, if I was there seeing that. But here's the thing, part of me wants to know, part of me is still skeptical because this could also, again, be faked. Like, you gotta be skeptical on these things. Like, you can't just blindly believe, oh, look, it's spooky shit. But, like, it could be something in there they put in there to make it do that, or I don't know. I mean, it shot out pretty strange. Like, if there was a mechanism, actually, you would probably see it. But still, it's an interesting thing to see. It's an interesting thing.
Barely missing him. But there's something even weirder here. Because, did you see it? Some bizarre shadow figure comes flying right out of the mirror and darts across the room so fast that Alex doesn't even notice. He checks the inside of the wardrobe, but there's nothing there. Mark Sebastian is staying at the infamous Stanley Hotel.
Okay, that's weird.
Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel is said to be one of the most haunted hotels in North America.
Hey, isn't this from The Shining or when the God damn it, I already forgot the guy who made The Shining's name is the author. I need to read more books. But isn't the Stanley Hotel where he stayed and that's where he wrote The Shining or something like that?
And is most famously
and
known as the
movie,
inspiration for the Stephen King book and subsequent movie, The Shining. Turns out that the hotel does...
Fun fact, I recall hearing the guy, the author actually hates The Shining. Like, he hates the movie.
...live up to its spooky reputation. As Mark
I forgot
is
why.
outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
Also, I heard this place is supposed to be haunted. I'm not. Hold on, it's gonna bug me. I need to look up. I'll rewind it. I just need to look up who created The Shining. Hold on, just bear with me here. Bear with me. Stephen King. God, how can I forget that's his name? Like I know who he is. I know what he's made. I just forget. I just constantly forget. Okay, let me rewind.
Haunted hotels in North America.
Yeah, Stephen King. He also made
the
It.
Inspiration for the Stephen King book and
he made a bunch of
movie,
stuff.
The Shining. Turns out that the hotel does live up to its spook.
I just realized he said the name. It's just I was lost in my head trying to figure out the name.
Key reputation. As Mark is filming the outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
I'm not sure what he's gasping about.
I'm not kidding. I just saw someone move in that window. Look in this window.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
A
Yeah.
dark figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows.
Keep in mind, this place is. It could just be like some maintenance worker or someone who works at the hotel moving in there.
But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible
Unless-
to the public.
This is the room where I saw something.
Yeah, it's closed off unless someone who works there goes in there, so just saying. Don't just because it's a place known for like to be like haunted and shit, don't immediately jump on that.
Even the hotel staff can't
Definitely a
explain
place
what
I'd like to go
strange
visit at
ghostly
one
capture,
point.
as no member of the staff patrols that room, and it's not open to hotel guests.
Really creepy though.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that though.
So supposedly no staff goes in there?
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs.
Still, I'm gonna remain skeptical, but
no one was in there.
still.
They don't do patrols inside of that
it's
room.
interesting, but still.
and most certainly not at 2:30 a.m.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadowman show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
So just who or what did Mark see?
I'd have to see the full clip, but I guess he just looked in and no one was there.
Let me know what you think. This next clip was sent to me.
So what I think is I'm just gonna stick with my thoughts and say maybe it was just probably a hotel employee went in there. I don't know, unless it's proven that no one went in there. But still kind of spooky, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to witness again. When it comes to paranormal shit, I have to witness stuff myself to believe, and I have seen some stuff in my life, but which is why I'm extra skeptical. You would think it would make me not.
Viewer Zach S. He
Or
says
some.
that just after midnight, he and his friend Brandon were exploring a tunnel in Shinks Ferry, Pennsylvania, that locals claim is extremely haunted. As the guys look around, something happens that chills them to their core.
Yes, the tunnel, dark tunnels. My favorite. Yeah, get out of there. Yeah, okay, so as soon as you hear a sound, get out of there. I don't know, because I'm not saying because, oh, run, there's a ghost gonna get ya. No, no. In these types of places, like this tunnel they're in, it could just be a shady ass person that's down in the tunnels. Like, why the fuck are they in there? Did they follow these people, or were they there to begin with? Because chances are they'll probably be up to no good, because this place is hidden. Let's say it's a serial killer's hiding in there and no witnesses. So yeah, like if any y'all ever do any exploration like this, I would advise you bring something to defend yourself with. Not because, you know, weird shit might happen, like paranormal shit. I mean, what's a gun gonna do against a ghost? But be realistic. It could just be a crazy ass person, shady person. I don't know, someone that doesn't mean anything, doesn't have any good intentions when they see you. You'll need something like either to scare them off, or, you know, if you need to defend yourself. Just saying.
Did you hear the like, you know,
Like whenever,
That's what I was describing as a growl.
whenever you explore places like this. Yeah, in the car and go.
Two guys hear what sounds like a person
I mean,
moving in the tunnel, which kind of freaks them out.
Yeah,
But as they
I'd
go
get
to
the fuck
check it
out.
They hear what almost sounds like a loud wailing moan from somewhere very close by. This sends the guys screaming back to their car in absolute terror.
It could be anything making that noise. Regardless, I'd get out.
So did Zach and Brandon hear a ghost tromping around and whooping it up? Well, you decide.
Hey, at least they weren't like a horror movie character where they said, oh, we need to investigate the weird noise that sounds like a person. And that's how you die in a horror movie.
Caught on camera. Now, I don't usually feature scary
Also,
photos on the
they end up
channel
tripping
because
a million
they're
times.
just too easy to fake. But I found these pictures especially interesting just because they're so strange and seem much harder to manipulate.
Sure.
Now, first up, some women were on a girls' trip to celebrate one of the women's birthdays. There were no husbands or boyfriends and no children in attendance. So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone and captured this.
Okay.
Did you see it?
No.
On the right side of the picture, a small boy who
Oh!
seems to be absolutely colorless appears over the women's
Okay, that's kind of freaky looking. So, what is this feature? They said live photo. So is it like a... I don't know. I don't use an
Now, if you
iPhone.
don't know, an iPhone live photo captures a few frames before the photo and a few frames after.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you look closely,
It was
the little
moving.
pale gray boy actually seems to be moving.
Yeah, that's some horror
The
movie
women
shit
say
right there.
that they have no idea who this boy could be, as there were absolutely no children around anywhere.
Well, I think I have an idea what who that is. You see the lake in the back? That's clearly Jason Voorhees.
Next up, a young woman named Tegan is taking a picture with her boyfriend.
I think that was a lake in the
But
back.
later when she prints the photo out, she notices something very odd in the background.
I don't like
A
that.
very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes can be seen watching them. The couple claims that the strange man with seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they took the picture. Destination unknown. Now, this story is about a different kind of scare, one that you might not take seriously, but maybe you should. Back in 2003, the movie Final Destination 2 was released, and it featured this classic horror scene involving a log truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the logs fall out, don't they? I never watched Final Destination. Well, I think I've only seen the first one. Like, I know what it's about, though. But yeah, I get it. So the logs are probably gonna fall out. Yeah, I'm always paranoid about that whenever I see, like, trucks like that carrying logs. Why do you not have that in a cup holder? Dum-dum.
Now, this movie scene became so iconic that when the new Final Destination movie was released earlier this year, the movie studio actually put ads on log trucks.
Fuck that. I mean...
Now, the Final Destination 2 log truck scene pretty much influenced the driving habits of a whole generation.
And this is what Final Destination did to the millennials. Look.
Nobody's behind that. Not one car.
I mean...
But some people didn't see Final Destination 2, or maybe they just didn't take it seriously.
This guy has never watched Final Destination 2, because why are we following this jam?
Yeah, I've heard stuff like Final Destination, that scene with the logs falling has happened to some people. I mean, they lived, though, but yeah, I wouldn't want to drive behind that. I'm just letting you all know.
Every single millennial is terrified, and you have, oh my gosh, we're cruising behind the lumber truck. They have to strap those down.
Oh, I bet they said that in the movie too.
But here's what makes the Final Destination log truck scene especially creepy, because sometimes it actually happens.
Arriving behind the Final Destination truck, keeping our distance. For some reason, they're gonna lose it. Swear to God, they're gonna lose the log. Happening! It's happening! It's happening! Oh my God, I have my camera out. Oh my God!
And if you're saying, yeah, well, that's not like the movie, the log just fell off the side, even though the driver weirdly just kept going. But no, as I said before, this has actually happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard about shit like this happening. Like,
so
most of the ones I heard about, they
or
survived.
Just a public service message. Either way, just
It's
do
both.
not drive behind a log truck. Thank you. The devil down below. A guy named Kyle Anthony says that lately he has been hearing strange sounds around his house. Oddly enough, he says that the sounds are coming from beneath his house, in the house's crawl space.
Get the super shotgun. You clearly have a demon down there. And then start playing the Doom music and head down there with the super shotgun. Don't worry, that's all you'll need unless, I don't know. Unless it's that one dude from Doom Eternal that's annoying with the sword and shit. Like, you have to parry him. I forgot what those are called. I haven't played Doom Eternal, but I know.
He sets up a camera down there
I
to
know
see what's
the
going on.
I know the
What
bosses.
he captures makes his blood run cold.
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Kyle's camera captures what looks like a person or something hiding in the tiny crawl space underneath his house. Thinking it might be some strange person actually living underneath his home, he goes into his house's crawl space.
Yeah, get the gun. Because part of me wants to say, like I've heard stories of like crazy homeless people breaking into people's houses and secretly living there. Like there was one where this guy, he was wondering why his food kept like disappearing. Like every time he'd buy food, it's like someone was eating it, and I think he lived alone, maybe. Well, he wasn't living alone after all, but yeah, like he left a camera in the kitchen, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this story already, but yeah, he left a camera in his kitchen because he wanted to see who was eating all of his food or where it was all going. He actually might have had some people living with him, but it turned out there was this homeless lady that was basically in his walls and his attic and whatnot, and like she crawled through the vents like she's playing fucking Among Us, and she climbed down on a vent in the kitchen and went into his fridge. It was this crazy homeless lady, and then pissed in his sink because she's an uncivilized animal that just didn't want to use the restroom. Like, I don't know. Like, it's fucking disgusting. But yeah, that's... The cops arrested that person, by the way. It's just that dude never felt safe in his house again. Actually, it might have been a whole family living in there, but I don't know.
To check it out.
And if it's like a crackhead...
There's a security camera. I don't know what I saw. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this tarp is. Whether or not there's anything underneath it. I don't see anything. I don't see any signs of life. I don't see any signs
Regardless,
of
that camera footage is creepy.
I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Kyle investigates and even crawls his way into the space underneath his house. But there's just no one there. So what do you think this is? Let me know.
Weird, that's what I'll say.
Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house.
Hey, Star Wars Clone Wars. I never watched that cartoon. It was always on, but I never watched it. Well, I watched the original one, the 2D one. Well, not 2D, but you know, the non-3D animated. Maybe I should watch it someday. What? Well, yeah, it's a Roomba.
Freaking me out.
Again, there's also like a... There's like also a thing where people say animals will react to like ghosts and shit. Like paranormal shit. Usually, like sometimes they'll be really scared, or if you have like a dog or a... Well, even a cat sometimes, they'll be on their guard, like they'll be growling and whatnot. Like they're in defense mode and ready to attack. The Roomba's just acting weird, maybe? Well, they said the lady over there is having an episode.
Nick's grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason. Then the roaming Roomba seems to randomly start and stop, as if it's sensing something right in front of it. But there's nothing there.
That's why.
And finally, something falls from the top of the fridge. Now, as for the randomly stopping Roomba, Nick later shows that the little Roomba is functioning normally, and usually only does this when it is about to collide with something, like a person standing in front of it.
Can you try to step in front of that? So it just does that. Move away. So
okay, so
says that the Roomba doesn't do that.
Okay, so they were saying it was weird that the Roomba was like stopping and going a different direction, I guess.
And so in the video, we also see something fall. Well, Nick also explains this, and it's a little creepy.
One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines.
Maybe it was just
back they are. Genuinely.
Maybe it was just placed wrong that day. Just saying. It could be that. Well, it depends. How big is that statue? Because it would be weird if it just fell off. I don't know. Maybe they got rats and something knocked it over. I don't know.
I mean, the significance of an angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
Nick says that now both of his grandmother's dogs have become absolutely petrified of the kitchen. He says that both dogs sit and stare at the kitchen every night and often just refuse to enter that room.
I was watching my show.
Oh, he watches Clone Wars.
There's nothing there.
But then things get even creepier. Because one night, the Roomba at Nick's grandmother's house again just starts to act very strange.
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't see anything. The Roomba's haunted. Like water gun on it or something. Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure Roombas are supposed to stop when there's no floor like that. Like if there's a step, they usually stop and go back. Like they're supposed to detect where if there's an edge, and then they're supposed to turn around. Wait, is it following him? Yeah, it looks like it's following him. Yeah, that's kind of spooky. It's not a ghost. The Roomba's become Skynet. It's just coming for him. Yeah, it's just following him for some reason.
Jesus!
Oh!
Now, the Roomba following Nick around and crashing down the stairs is odd enough, because, well, they're just not supposed to do that. But the Roomba flipping over on its own has absolutely no explanation.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Nick says that his
Is the ghost not like technology? Ugh, it's a boomer.
grandmother found the Roomba in the living room and placed it back in the kitchen. He says that since this, the Roomba has just not moved again, despite having a full charge. But he does say that his grandma's 2 dogs are still scared of the device and often just stare at it. End of the road. Sam Rossi is an independent truck driver in Southeast Asia. He regularly
The One
posts
Piece
his
is real?
experiences and adventures as he drives his truck across the countryside of Indonesia. Late one night, Sam is driving his truck along a long, lonely stretch of road that locals claim is haunted by a dark spirit. Just after he crosses a bridge in the middle of nowhere, his truck suddenly breaks down.
Ya bener sampean, Apa jenenge? Tibake mesinku sing keder. Oh, wis tak servis ya, Lur ya. Oh, hawane.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Aku saiki ngomong yo, mambune moro-moro mambune gak enak, Lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis, Lur yo.
Smells like fish.
Sapa?
Also, keep in mind, some of these videos could also be a thing because they were trying to get views by saying, "Oh, I went somewhere spooky and haunted." I'm not saying this guy did it. Just saying, though. Keep that in mind. Some of these videos could have been from people who just wanted to go viral, so they like faked ghost stuff, which is pretty much all of the ones you can see on the internet. Pretty much. Whoa!
Hey, tuh, sapa iki? Welut! Welut! Muncul.
Sam smells something horrible and peers under his truck, only to see someone's bare feet that seem to be floating just above the pavement on the other side. But when he checks, there's no one there. After this...
Okay, this is gonna be like a horror movie. As soon as his truck starts working again, the ghost is in the truck with him. Watch.
spooky encounter, and with his truck stalled on the road, Sam decides to get out of there and go find some help.
Okay, he's just gonna bail on his truck.
Videos. Now, these are videos that kind of fit this scary genre, but they're kind of goofy or funny.
Scurry.
Maybe just goofy.
I never scurred.
Anyway, you decide. First up, a man spots something terrifying peering at him from the corner of his door frame.
It's a bird, isn't it? Oh, it's a cat.
And then it was just his cat. But how did it get up there? Was it something supernatural? Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Nah, cats just do that.
Next, we move on to something really scary that actually makes its way inside.
Okay, I really fucking hate roaches.
The result is truly disturbing.
That's real horror. That's real horror.
Some say that this unfortunate woman never made it out of that room. And then some say she just stepped on that roach.
Yeah.
Continuing on, sometimes we hear about strange things that are said to be the result of paranormal activity, but we only have the story and experience of the person who witnessed it. Case in point.
His cat pranked him. Wait. Is this like a market? It's not even his cat, it's just a random cat.
Afterwards, this very scared guy watched the CCTV, and he felt like an idiot, I would assume. Now, finally, if you believe in strange creatures...
That cat's a dick. Just prank that dude.
...and cryptids, while the road maintenance crew in Australia is right there with you.
Hang on a goddamn minute. Hang on a goddamn minute. There's a fucking what in front of Where the fuck are we going?
That's just a normal thing for Australia.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you back again next time.
Spooky! Anyway. Yeah, that's gonna be about it for this one. This is pretty funny at the end. Yeah, some of those videos were spooky, some, again, there are a bunch of ways you could disprove these videos. Like hundreds, millions maybe even, I don't know. But, yeah, there were a few that were interesting, and some of them just felt like a horror movie scene, like, I don't know. But, yeah, be sure to go check out Nuke's Top 5. Check out that video, channel. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. So like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.